It's Kelsey from Junk Journal Magic. Welcome back to Lunar Illuminations. It's already April. It's the new moon. Lunar Illuminations is hosted by Gwen the Trash Witch and myself, Junk Journal Magic with Kelsey Jones. We post for Lunar Illuminations twice a month on the new moon and the full moon, and the new moon is what's here. So let's get started. I am taking a Betsy Ross star made out of paper. You can make this too. It was in my Throwback Thursday video. I might add that little bit with this at the end of this video in case you want to watch it. It was only 5 minutes or so long. But basically you fold a piece of paper, you get to a point, and then you cut it. And I finally found someone who could explain that to me after trying to cut it out of all sorts of sizes of squares and everything, losing my mind, cutting up all my origami paper because it was the right size square. I call this my 3 cursed star because I cursed a few times. I'm sure it was 3, it could have been more times. But anyway, I went ahead, I have some gold paper. I took 1 star, you can see it's there. I glued on the text side, although I do like that text. And then I just laid it right down here. Now I'm going to cut it out and sew it. And I'm making a journaling card. I thought this would be fun for the moon journal. I save all this paper and I cut little buttons out of it. If you have button dies, it's a great way to use little pieces of packaging and make all sorts of decorative buttons that aren't bulky in whatever you make. So all those little bits of labels and stuff on packaging that come with everything we buy, they make really good little fake cardstock buttons. And who cares if they're made out of cardstock? We're paper crafting anyway. Now if you wanted to put, oh, made a mess. If you wanted to put a button on something where it had to function like a button, you might be able to get away with it in paper crafting. But for a closure on a book, you might want a real button. Okay, I'm almost there. And then I'm going to step away for a second and sew this bad boy and make a journaling card. Just a sec. We have our star, and I think it works. So I have 1 cutout, 1 pattern, and 1 journaling card. Everything's going to be fine. I might even stop calling them the 3 cursed star. But yeah, I'm sure anyone who's tried to make them knows exactly what I'm talking about. Origami is never fun. I've got to get some work done. Everything's piling up. So I thought I better start adding things to my companion journal. This was all the stuff that was left over that I still need to add to a journal. And it's pretty thick. It's over on the shelf waiting for me to add things when I find them. But for now, I've kind of been overwhelmed with working on my Alice journal and doing a few other projects. So I haven't done much. I did collect a bunch of information and things I need to tear down and create things to put in pockets because I'm collecting information about constellations and any sort of mythology that goes with it. Any folklore, I'll take it all, I'll put it together, and I'll have certain constellations will be very important at the beginning. I don't know how many constellations I'm going to keep up with, but for now I'm working on the Pleiades, Arcturus. Oh, there was one other one. Why can't I remember? But anyway, I want to put this in here, and here's my little astronaut lady. I think I need to ink her around the edges here. She's a little rough looking. Maybe I'll do that first. Okay, so she's a little better now. All right, so I want to find a place to put this, and I can turn it into pockets. Okay, I'm going to try to make me a patch type journaling card just because I can. I didn't want to buy anything. As you know, I've been bad. I purchased some, where did I put them? Where did I put them? I purchased some postage stamps. Oh, here they are, here they are. From an Etsy shop. They're astrology signs. There's 12, and then there's the whole calendar. This is the calendar. It has a word, a special word like Nismut or Mizmut or something like that. I'm sure it's Hebrew. I'm so sorry for sounding like I'm making fun of it, but I don't remember the word. And I bought those, and I thought, okay, I don't have to buy this patch. I would like to buy one. I have a Bigfoot patch. Actually, I have many of those. But I thought, hey, I could print it out. Well, the printer wouldn't print again. I finally had to go get my husband because I couldn't get it to print no matter what I did. I tried all these things, and of course, he's like, I showed you last time. No, he couldn't get it to print either. It took forever. So he printed this. It wasn't with my high-quality photo paper. I'm not happy about that. I wanted more intense color, but you know, I think we could try this and see if it works. I'm going to glue it down here, and then I'm going to use matte gel to try to intensify the color. So basically, I'm going to cut out this shape for a journaling card. I thought that'd be fun. I don't know when I'm ever going to write on this thing. I might write on it today. I don't know. But I am going to make it this shape. It needs to have a thickness to it, a cardstock thickness. So I'm putting it here. I'm going to actually put it over here on the side so I have some extra paper right over here. Now it's going to give me a hard time. Where did I put that here? We'll just do this. And I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes. I'll be back and we will try this to see if that will kind of give it a clearer coat and help it shine to intensify the color. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this comes anywhere close to what I'm thinking it needs to look like. I'm just going to get some of this matte medium gel. I have a tutorial, very short. Oh, the color's coming off, or that's paint. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how this works. I think that's ink, but it does look a little more intense. I have a box of Kleenex, and I don't ever use it as Kleenex. I use it to wipe stuff off. This is crazy. I've got to get me some wipes in here. Actually, I think I have some. It's a Clorox wipe, but who cares at this point? It's moist. There's more than one. And when it dries, it works great for everything. So, let's see if they'll get any color off there. Oh yeah. So maybe that'll be better. I hear the cats. They sound like thunder out there. They're running like a herd of elephants. I filmed a Happy Meal video and they started making all this racket. They knocked stuff down in the other room. So yeah, that's going to have a big splice in there. Excuse me while my cats destroy the house and make all this noise. I'm going to have to go find out what's going on out there, you know. One of those kooky things. Yes, he's pulling that ink off because ink does not like to get wet. Inkjet ink is water-based, and moisture activates it, gets it moving again. So I'm going to try to do this and then go back the other way and get those ridges off there. And all I have to do is get the glue off here. Okay, so I want to go back over it again. I have some spray. It's supposed to be a matte spray, actually a glossy spray, and it comes off matte. I've never been so disgusted in all my life. You go down, you pay $7, $8, whatever, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It's for applying to any surface, you know, reasonable surface, not something you're going to throw in the dishwasher or whatever. Yeah, comes out matte. I'm like, why did I spend that money? So, okay, that is going to be mostly streak free. I'm just smoothing it out a little bit if I see a mark where I can really see the discoloration. That does look better than just the flat matte paper. I have tried and tried and tried to make this. Let me show you what I'm doing. I did this years back with some girls when they were earning scout badges, but we did not make a three-dimensional star. I do want to make an heirloom star. I want to make the Betsy Ross star that she cut from fabric. I'm not using fabric. I'm going to use paper for this. But she cut this star and put the stars on the first flag. Is that like super awesome or what? So anyway, you end up with the piece small enough. Let me show you. And cut off of this stuff. I actually think that'll make some great scraps. But then you just unfold it and boom. And God help me if I don't get this one right when I show you, because I have everything folded correctly. Basically, you start with a whole sheet of paper and you fold it in half and then in quarters. It's that easy. Then you open it. And which corner did I use? Did I go this way? Yes. I folded from the center here. I put that point right in this corner, just like that. And I will have the link to the video below with the lady who explained this perfectly, because she said she used to lose her mind trying to do this. And she finally found a way. So, you know, I had to toss out the first way I was trying it. And now we're to this point. We have our point here. And then we fold this over to where we make this fold here line up with that seam right here, okay? So now we have an ice cream cone. Then we turn it over. I believe that's when we turn it over. Or we just do this. Yes, that's it. It's that easy. But she's like, you know, until you get it straight in your head, So she said, see this tip here, this fold? That's where you begin cutting. You take your scissors and you cut from that point right there downward at an angle. And she said, pray. She said, pray you did it right. And then you open it and you have a 5-point star. I like that a lot. That's a lot of fun. This woman, I cannot believe. It was like the 3 cursed star when I was trying to make it before. I was cutting my squares, making them perfectly so many by centimeters by so many centimeters and everything. But these, I'm going to put a piece of folded paper exactly the way it should be folded in my moon journal, because I thought I need a star or two in my moon journal. So I'm going to go ahead and fold a page and not cut it, and then cut on the outside with a jagged line. You know, I'm sorry, like a hatched line where I should cut later. I'll have the pattern, and then I can take these. Ooh, that could be a journaling card. Or G Care, she has these things fold up, and then they unfold from one spot, like the back you glue down, and then it unfolds and you have a hidden journaling spot somewhere. Oh, I like that too. Well, anyway, I think I might try one more fold. I can make my pattern. So let me get a piece of paper. Okay, so woohoo! The Betsy Ross star is not so horrible. Let me see if I can do this again. I have one of these I can look at. So, okay, this was old papers printed out. It was a packet on Armin Bayou Nature Center. See this old guy and his dog? And here's a girl fishing. But yeah, I'm going to use those. I really like this old aged paper. It's kind of beige now. So, okay, I'm going to do my quarter folds. Then I do this. I take this corner here and there. And then I'm supposed to turn it and make an ice cream fold. It'll look like an ice cream cone. So I got my ice cream cone. What did I do after that? I don't remember. See, I'm going to start cursing again. Where's the one that folds up? This one folds really well. Okay. And see, you can't tell. You can't tell from that. So let's see. I got it to the ice cream cone. That's right here. That's the top. There. So this is that page right there. So you fold it over. So fold it over. And then you fold that last piece over. Okay, I did it. Now I'm not going to cut, but I'm going to do this. Like I'll know to cut right here. Yeah, I'll never have to wonder again because that lady fixed it for us. Okay, don't forget, if you want to watch the lady's video, I will have the link in the description box below.